In the world of economics, two foundational theories continuously spark debates: classical theory and Keynesian theory. Classical economists, including notable figures from history, assert the belief that economies are inherently self-regulating. Their principle, encapsulated in Say's law, suggests that all supply will generate its own demand. This self-correcting mechanism indicates that any decline in demand will lead to a natural adjustment in wages and prices, ultimately restoring full employment. As the economy experiences shifts, the classical view insists that market forces will operate like a finely tuned machine, effortlessly correcting imbalances without governmental intervention. In contrast, during a turbulent period like the Great Depression, the principles of classical theory faced significant challenges. John Maynard Keynes, an influential economist of that era, introduced a revolutionary concept: effective demand. He observed disappointment in the classical predictions as factories shuttered and unemployment soared. Keynes argued that market forces are not always sufficient to stimulate recovery. When aggregate demand plummets, economies may become stuck in an underemployment equilibrium where production fails to meet potential, causing a cycle of stagnant growth. This led Keynes to advocate for increased government intervention to stimulate the economy, emphasizing the necessity of active fiscal policies to boost demand and employment. A stark contrast arises when comparing the two perspectives. The classical economists champion the idea of a self-adjusting market, viewing any need for government action as unnecessary interference. They emphasize long-term optimism, confidence in the economy's recovery mechanisms, and the idea that unemployment is a temporary issue. Conversely, Keynes's perspective paints a more pragmatic picture, acknowledging the imperfections and rigidity in market adjustments. He proposed that government spending could act as a crucial catalyst for recovery, addressing unemployment directly through targeted investment and stimulating jobs. This juxtaposition presents us with a captivating inquiry. Should we rely on the invisible hand of the market, or recognize the necessity for government intervention in times of economic distress? In conclusion, these differing philosophies encapsulate a fundamental debate in economic thought. Where classical theory views the economy as a self-sufficient entity, Keynesian theory acknowledges the complexities and imperfections that may hinder economic recovery. Thus, as we ponder these theories, we must ask ourselves, which perspective resonates more with our understanding of economic reality? Are we inclined to trust the market's inherent mechanisms, or do we see value in proactive government involvement to nurture economic health? This exploration continues to shape modern economic policy and our comprehension of market dynamics.